Okay, stop scrolling right now because this might be the most ridiculous Formula 1 comparison you will hear today. We are putting 3 legendary machines in one arena, the Benz F1 W13, the Ferrari SF 23, and the Honda F1. And here is something wild, these cars in order have delivered the most championships in history for their teams. First Benz, then Ferrari, and third Honda. That means we are basically comparing the royal family of speed, but with way more carbon fiber and way less polite behavior. Now you might think Formula 1 cars are just fast machines, but honestly, they act more like dramatic celebrities with wheels. Some days they are unstoppable heroes. Other days they behave like they forgot how physics works. In this video, we are going to roast them, praise them, and laugh at the chaos they create on track. There will be surprises, questionable engineering decisions, and moments that make you wonder if the car needs therapy. So do not blink, do not leave, and definitely do not skip ahead. Stay until the end, because at the end of this video, I am going to reveal the strongest Formula 1 car in history. And trust me, the answer is crazier than a last lap battle with zero tire grip. Get ready, because this ride is about to go completely off the rails in the best possible way ever. Alright, let us talk about the Mercedes-Benz F1 W13, also known as the overachieving genius that sometimes trips over its own shoelaces. This car looks like engineers stayed awake for 3 days drinking coffee and suddenly said, what if spaceship but legal? The design is aggressive, futuristic, and slightly suspicious, like it might transform into a robot mid-race. But the funniest part is how dramatic it can be. One weekend it moves like lightning, next weekend it is bouncing around like it just discovered gravity for the first time. The engineers are constantly adjusting things like they are tuning a musical instrument that refuses to cooperate. Drivers get in the cockpit looking confident, then come out looking like they just solved a math problem from another planet. When it works, it is terrifyingly fast. When it does not, it is basically a very expensive science experiment. If this car had a personality, it would correct your grammar while wearing sunglasses indoors. Still, you cannot deny the champion DNA hiding inside it. So if you laughed even once imagining this chaos machine, hit that like button right now before the car finds another personality trait. Seriously, tap like, because emotional support for engineers is very important and I need validation today. Now let us move to the Ferrari SF the car that proves emotions can be aerodynamic. Ferrari is basically that friend who creates chaos everywhere, but you still invite them because life is boring without drama. The SF looks stunning, sounds incredible, and sometimes makes decisions that confuse the entire universe. One lap it is flying like it drank 5 shots of espresso. Next lap you are asking, why are we doing this? Strategy calls occasionally feel like someone picked options with their eyes closed. But that unpredictability is exactly why it is funny. Fans celebrate like they won the lottery when it goes well, and 5 minutes later they are giving expert advice from their couch. The engine screams like an opera singer who found caffeine. If this car was a person, it would wear designer sunglasses, talk with hand gestures, and argue passionately about food while being late to everything. Yet when it wins, nobody cares about the drama anymore because victory looks beautiful in red. That emotional roller coaster is pure comedy gold. You never know if you will laugh, cry, or both at the same time. And honestly, that is peak entertainment every single race weekend for everyone watching around the world together. Finally, we have Honda F1 Power, the silent assassin of Formula 1 that shows up politely and then ruins everyone's plans. Honda feels like that calm guy in movies who barely talks but suddenly wins every fight. When the power unit kicks in, the acceleration hits so hard you expect cartoon flames behind the car. Drivers trust it because reliability means fewer heart attacks on race day. Competitors fear it because surprise speed is the worst kind of surprise. The funniest part is how underestimated it used to be. People doubted it, laughed about struggles, and then suddenly Honda came back stronger like a comeback story montage with inspirational music. If this engine had a personality, it would bow respectfully and then disappear into the distance while everyone else panics. The confidence is quiet but devastating. One moment rivals think they are safe. Next moment Honda Power says thank you goodbye. That unexpected dominance is hilarious in the most satisfying way. So I need to know, do you think Honda deserves more credit for modern Formula 1 success? Drop a comment right now and defend your opinion like a team principal in a press conference. I am reading everything, so do not be shy. Let the argument begin immediately. Alright, you made it to the final part, and now it is time to meet the strongest Formula 1 machine in racing history, the legendary BMW Brabham BT52. This car is not just fast, it is completely unhinged. We are talking about a monster powered by one of the wildest engines ever built for Formula 1, a qualifying mode producing more than 1,400 horsepower. Yes, you heard that right, 1,400. That is not a race car anymore. That is basically a rocket with paperwork. Engineers back then were not building machines, they were summoning mechanical chaos, and the BMW Brabham BT52 was the proof of that madness. Imagine pressing the throttle and the car responds like it just drank 10 energy drinks and discovered gravity is optional. Drivers needed courage, skill, and probably a short conversation with their life insurance before using full power. The turbo lag alone felt like waiting for popcorn in a microwave. Then suddenly everything explodes into speed. Tires cried, tracks trembled, and competitors questioned their career choices. If this machine had a personality, it would laugh like a movie villain and then disappear into the horizon. Honestly, it sounds less like an engine and more like a thunderstorm trapped inside metal. And somehow humans decided, yes, let us sit on top of that. That is Formula 1 bravery. If you enjoyed the story, share the video with friends today.